Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a coffee talk. Good morning. And as Wayne just said, it is 2026, January 4th, the first coffee talk of 2026. Been doing this for a while now. How's everybody doing? Are you done with your Christmas hangover? I know I am. I am now in dry January. A little bit of channel news there. So, rolled on into dry January, and we are looking to lose some weight because I put some on during Christmas. And we're in that hangover phase in World of Tanks as well, aren't we? Just sitting around waiting for holiday ops to end, maybe even starting to think about what Christmas is going to be like next year. How many days? 365, so 361 days till Christmas, my friends. Is that right? No, wait, it's not quite like that, is it? Because it's less than that. That's even better. -8, something like that. I can't do the math. The day after was 364, wasn't it? Anyway, math is difficult. Wayne is hip deep into wet January. This year has lasted way too long. Next. Good morning, Gator, Wayne, Stickler, Cliffy, Odd Dog. Let's see. What's been going on over here? Been a busy holiday season for me. First time that the kids both had significant others hanging out with us. That was very interesting. Neighbors still have decorations up. It gets earlier and earlier every year. Well, you know how it goes over here. I've said it a million times. March, April, something like that. It'll go on. The heart will go on here. Christmas will go on for sure. Got the lights up and all that stuff. So significant others were here. They're gone. Now the kids are leaving today. And that's pretty much it. We'll wrap it up, at least in the household, other than the decorations will be up. And my wife will throw at least another 2 holiday parties. Probably one in March. Oh, Brute, what's happening, man? How you doing? I am good for Monday, tomorrow. I'm going to give it a shot for sure. Plan on being there. Probably need to look at DCS and see how many updates there's been since we haven't got together for a month or so. I think that was on the same thread with Slick, so hopefully he sees that as well and maybe can make it. What else has been going on? Channel news. No big projects outside. We're on hold for the grilling area because next week we will not have coffee talk, by the way. Next week on the 11th, I will be out of town. Headed over to St. Augustine and hang out with the wife for her birthday. You undecorated, so you're one of those people. You're one of those people, you take it down, you're like, get this crap out of here. Who's going to be next year, fellas? Who's going to be the collab next year? Who do you think? Throw out some names. I think it's wide open now because Benabach Cumberdink was really not on anyone's radar. So you can just go wide open now. Who knows? I mean, it could be Vince Neil. I don't know. Wife waited to the 29th to undecorate. Wow. David Spade. David Spade would be absolutely amazing. That would be the best. David Spade. Just absolutely sarcastic. Just kind of making fun of the whole thing would be absolutely perfect. We don't get a real tree. I think, you know what? That may have a lot to do with the logistics of it. If you're a real tree person, it doesn't stay up that long, does it? And since you're taking the tree down, you might as well do the rest of it. That makes a lot of sense, actually. A lot of sense. Ours is fake. Yeah, a sarcastic nice shot, or that one didn't pen or something in a David Spade voice. That would be absolutely hilarious. Daniel Craig. Yeah, so if you're a real tree family, that stuff's coming down. It has to. Because otherwise it's going to do it on its own with all the pine needles falling off onto the ground. Despite that being true, my family back in the day when I was a kid did tend to leave the tree up well past when we should have. And it was always a real tree. To where the needles were falling all over the place. But I think that was just a case of 5 kids and people going in every direction. And the tree was downstairs where the parents rarely went, so it kind of was out of sight, out of mind, and nobody wanted to be responsible for taking it down. So the kids me, my brother, and my sister who lived in the downstairs, we didn't say anything about it. It's like not like we mentioned it. We just went about our business. That tree over there, dropping pine needles in the corner, is none of our business. Until one day, the mom would come down and walk by it with the laundry basket and kind of finally notice it's still there and rally the troops somewhere around mid-January to late January. And by then, the tree's just about a stick. That's awesome. Bieber, yeah, is a left field choice for sure. Of course, as we are all sitting here going, it's all over, at least in World of Tanks, you can still buy boxes. I'm still sitting on a pity mechanic. 17? I'm looking at it right now. You don't see it, but yeah, 17. I'm still sitting on a pity mechanic. I don't know, fellas. I might have to think about it. This goes to the 12th, by the way, so if you have your missions and all that stuff, you have till the 12th to do it. Other channel news, I haven't played a ton, but I have played a bit. I did manage to finish up the Progetto 65, as you can see it right here. Did okay with it. I've taken all the equipment off it. I wrote it down because I'm going to do a video, but I was running 2 setups, experimental turbo, vert stab and vents, and then the vision setup was an experimental turbo, CVS, and optics, CVS in the bonus slot, and I did take the vision bonus slot right there. I got a 59% out of it. I touched 60 the game before at game 99, and I lost game 100, so that's a bit of a bummer, so it dropped me back down to 59. But overall, did pretty well on it. 59%, 934 average experience, which is decent. DPG is low, as most of my tanks are. I've kind of been noticing that, to be honest, now that I've played a lot more tier 10s than I have in the past. A 2300 DPG is a tier 8 DPG, and sometimes not even it's a good one, but sometimes not a fantastic one. But my win rate's good, and my survival's are good. These auto loaders and auto reloader loaders are really good end game for cleaning things up. So if you can keep yourself alive, it has a lot of flexibility. Plus it's fast, and it sometimes bounces the turret, not very often. But it's got a pretty good burst potential for cleaning up end game stuff. You'll notice the armor use is only at 0.14, which is really low. So long story short on that is, while my DPG isn't really high, I tend to play decent and position well and live to the end of the battle so that I can be a factor in the wins. So, you got some people who are running 3,000 DPG, 3,500 DPG on these things. And those will be the people 3 marking it. But mine's lower, just gameplay-wise, I'm good enough to kind of, as long as I'm alive anyway, and I can keep the tank alive, that's kind of a problem with some other tanks, then I can get a decent win rate out of the thing. So I liked this tank. It's got a lot of end game potential, as most of the auto loaders and auto reloaders do, and it has a pretty fast interclip, so it does have that burst, but it is a very long time to get all 4 shells going. But as an auto reloader, it is also always in the game, although if you get down to the first shell, that's a very painful long reload. This is one of the ones that gets faster reload as it goes. So I liked this tank. It was alright. What else am I running? I'm just about done with a couple others. Let's see, the Nomad is one of them. Been playing the Nomad a bit, so I'm sitting at 89 battles with it at 61%. The Grom, 84 battles at 54%. The ELC 901, 77 battles at 64%. And the Kressel, 69 battles at 55% and over 1,000 experience. This one has been going downhill a little bit lately. I built up a really good head of steam. I was probably close to 65% at one point. It's still a pretty good tank, doing okay with it. Better before the nerf. Yeah, it probably was. It probably was. I tend to come to a lot of the tanks after their nerfs because I don't end up chasing the flavor of the day generally. So I've played quite a few tanks after. Although, to be fair, I've played some of them after their buffs, but these are always, super bad tanks. They get a buff, and then I end up playing them in the 100 Battle Challenge. That's where we are on that, kind of working through those tanks. I don't know if there's any others here that the Curavets is sort of on the list. Kind of messing around with it a bit. The Prototypo, I like it. We're sitting at 58% on it. That's pretty good. Tank. Project Louis will be chucked in there. I played it a handful of times. I like light tanks, so that will definitely be moving along as well. And that's pretty much it for channel news, other than collecting my goodies in the game. Kind of interesting that I don't think I have all of the decorations. Where is this? How do I get to the... There we go. Does anybody else have all the decorations? I guess if some of you bought a bunch of boxes, but I had a decent amount of boxes. I just didn't get all the decorations, which kind of surprised me. Go back to here. There we go. So let's see. Let's go to the tree. Do I have all of the tree decorations? No, I'm missing quite a few, actually. Remember when decorations were the thing that brought you to your holiday cheer level? They simplified it some years back. But now I've got multiple things that I don't have the decorations. I am done with the missions. So I've got his 20 done. I've got the dogs. The cat's done. I have these done. The challenge. Something to think about if you've unlocked all the tanks like I have, or if you just haven't really thought about it. There is a tier 11 discount available in that, so don't forget to do it. I almost ignored that because I figured I had all of the discounts, and for some reason I looked at it and went, wait a minute, tier 11. So I think I picked the Leopard. Yeah, I picked the Leopard 120 in case for some reason I unlock the Leopard 120. I'll get a 10% discount. So don't forget that. Don't sleep on that one. Hello, Jimmy. How you doing? The missions were actually decently easy, and even though I didn't play a whole bunch, I knocked them out pretty quick. So no factor there. I did get Cumberbatch, Benishmitch, almost said a bad word. Almost said a naughty word there. Not that I don't like the guy, just almost said it. So Holiday Ops pretty much done, guys. There's not a whole lot to track down on these. I do have the 62 coins in the terminal. I'll continue to collect those, and then sometime later on this week, I'm going to go through all of these, write down what I got. Like I said, I'd probably done a dozen of them or so before I decided to do this and kind of see what I get. I wish I'd have done it with Chaffee's gifts, because I think Chaffee's gifts will also collect until you click on them. Cumberbatch, the dog, I think Chapter 20 Battle Pass, but I'm about burnout for a while. Yeah. That Battle Pass, I'm not very far along on that, honestly. I'm only on stage 13. So I'll probably end up sliding the slider because free gold. I have a reward to get. Oh, yeah. Make sure you're grabbing these things, because there may be a Build-A-Tank event. Yeah, Vitor, it seems like you really got to get a crazy amount of boxes. And I guess what ornaments are sort of it's only a chance to get an ornament in the boxes. It's resources you actually get. So it's very interesting that I guess the point of the ornament thing that I'm saying is it's gone by the wayside. And yeah, they're thrown out there for you to decorate your garage, but in order to get all of the ornaments, you probably have to spend a whole bunch of money, which nobody's going after the ornaments for. So it's sort of an abandoned mechanic, I guess. It's there. They keep spending effort on making the ornaments, although these may all be the same exact ornaments from last year. I would imagine there's very few new ornaments, but it's kind of abandoned there. You did 50 from the machine and still behind. Yeah, crazy. Kind of like a lot of things in the game, and maybe probably other online games. They develop these things and then they sort of sideline them, and some of it still exists, but it's just on autopilot. You got the fire-breathing dragon tree topper. Oh, I didn't know they had that one. Fire-breathing dragon. Is that this guy? Does he do stuff? Oh yeah, look at that. There you go. Yeah, 5 tokens for the terminal would be amazing. I I don't understand why. I think it defaults to night. Every time I log in, I think it changes back to night. That's interesting. Maybe not. Maybe not. So that's pretty much it for channel news. Cruised along through Winter Ops, kind of finished it up, collecting coins, still collecting the resources to make coins for the moment. This goes on till January 12th, which is Monday, I believe. Absolutely. So Monday, next Monday, not this Monday, but next Monday. So you're going to want to do all your cleanup items to take care of everything. Don't forget they're still doing the Twitch stuff. So there are still coins and whatnot. What are they called? If you go to the depot and you go here to the Homefront Supplies, it is Festive Token Store. So don't forget the Festive Token Store is still out there. I didn't have a whole bunch because I kind of forgot about it. So I just grabbed up the consumables and a few of the reserves and stuff. So, but don't forget that if you are collecting for one of those tanks, it's still going. Yeah, the balloon changes it, but I could have swore I had it set for day, and when I log back in, I think it switches to night. Is that true? I don't know. Maybe I set it to night and just that's where I last set it. Very possible. All right. Did I mention why Pilgrim's not here, or did I think about it? Anyway, he's got a internet issue. So the engineer, as the Brits call him, or the tech, as we would call him, technician, said probably not till Monday. So all he's got is his phone for Discord. So we will see him probably 2 weeks from now, since you won't see any of us next week. Let's see. So yep, finished the Prague. I am playing quite a bit of Total War Warhammer 3, which has been fun. I've enjoyed that. Right now, I'm still playing on an easy version, doing a lot of auto battles. I think next time I start I'll do a mini campaign. I'm going to start doing the battles, just play one of them just to do the battles and get a little bit better at that. So learned a lot about that game. I think I did some videos some years back, maybe a year ago or something, like somewhere in there, talking about that game, but didn't dig into it too deeply. But I've learned a lot more this time watching videos. Pretty awesome these days with YouTube and people making videos. You can figure out a lot just watching the videos, things that you're stumped on, or just type it into Google or type it into Grok or whatever AI assistant you like to use, and you can get more information than you ever cared to know, which is pretty cool. That's pretty much that for channel news, guys. So missions and specials, Total War's come out. They are, and they're also doing Total War Medieval 3. And I did play the snot out of Medieval 2. Medieval 2 and the Rome one were two of my favorites of all time. I played a lot of War, what was it called? Empire? Total War Empire or something like that. Which I thought was pretty good. I liked that one. Not bad at all. I played a lot of that one. The Rome, Age of Empire was an RTS. I did play a lot of Age of Empires. And Age of Empires 2 and 4 and 3 or whatever. I played a lot of those. But it was the Total War Empire, I think. I don't know if it was called Empire, but Napoleon? Something like that. I did see, kind of cool, looks pretty good, and I may have to get the base game just to get the mod, but somebody just did a total redo of Total War, I think it's Attila, but they did it for Lord of the Rings, which looks pretty cool. That would be pretty cool if it's done well. It's getting really good reviews. I may have to check that one out just to do a Lord of the Rings thing. There was an Age of Wonders 2 or 3 mod, might have been 2, that did the whole Lord of the Rings thing, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Empire Total War, that's it. Yep. Yeah, that was a good one too. I enjoyed that one. All right, missions and specials. What do we got? Well, fellas, you're just You're just gonna buy. You're just gonna buy the boxes, aren't you, fellas? That's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna buy the boxes. There's no other way to do it at this point. But let's go over here and see what else there might be. There's a new set of the stuff for sale, which is a weekly gold sale 5. So if you don't have the even 90, fellas, if you don't have the even 90, Supreme Commander of the 28th Battalion. What is the 28th Battalion? That reference is lost on me. ELC even 90, AMBT, and the Scorpion. So if you don't have your Evil 90, you can grab one. It is going to cost you whoa. Nope, that's the wrong one. It will cost you 17,000 gold. Is there a way, can you get just the ELC, or do you have to get the whole shebang here? No, you can just get the ELC. So it's 5,400, which is actually a pretty good deal, fellas. Look at this. Come over to the watch scene. So if you go to your store and then click on the star, you can get to those deals that are for gold, and that's these 3 things. The Scorpion for 8,700. The ELC even 90 for 5,400, or the AMBT for 8,700. If you don't have any of those and you're flush with gold because you got a whole bunch of extra gold from the holidays, these have been great sales for things. Probably everyone's got a Scorpion, but you may not have one of these. And these are all 3 good. They've been pretty good tanks that have been on this list, and all 3 of these are pretty darn good. So you might think about that. So we have that going on. Sales-wise, we go over to the premium shop. Is Guido just as skilled as Pilgrim? No, not even close, man. Boxes. Yeah, you can buy boxes. Featured. Sure, there's 2 whole tanks there. But this is Watt Salute, so not everybody's going to see that. Gold. You wouldn't do that, you'd buy boxes. You wouldn't do that, you'd buy boxes. Vehicles are the standard vehicles, so honestly, we're just sitting in holiday ops right now. 17, so I would have to buy a 25 box set for $40 to get the next tank. I might think about it because I'm sort of interested in the Cocodrillo. I'm missing one other too, MBT or IMT or IBT or whatever that thing is. We'll see. We'll see if I get the see if FOMO gets to me later on this week. I think that's it for the shilling. We can look at holiday ops. No, actually, we're going to look at where is it? Watt Monthly, guys. Watt Monthly. So, did you guys watch this? Anybody watch Watt Monthly? You know what, Wayne? That has been missing. That has been missing from this holiday ops. We did not see a sale on consumables. So my assumption is potentially early January, maybe, or maybe towards the end of this event, maybe next week. I don't know. Usually there is a sale associated with Christmas, and I'm very surprised that there hasn't been one. So I don't actually know the answer to that. That's a great question. I don't see where it would necessarily be, but they are talking about we will have that battle pass, that like special battle pass in January is coming up, and that is, we'll talk about what that tie-in. It's another tie-in. We'll talk about it in a second. When was the consumable sale? I missed it. Wow. So there you go. That's what happens. Like the whole week of Christmas, I was just busy with family. Completely missed it. That's a bummer. Oh, same, Wayne. I had the FAML. The FAML was around, so I did not get it. That's a bummer. All right. So, Watt Monthly January. We'll look at our battle journey in a second. We got holiday ops till the 12th. Festive token store closes on the 19th. Social media activities. You can get in a drawing if you do something with their social media. A well-deserved reward is kind of standard. American medium tanks and 2 new tier 9s on the 12th. So update 211, fellas, shows the 13th. I don't know why this is on the 12th and this shows the 13th. I don't understand why they're offset. That's weird. They're in the same update, I believe. Not really sure what that's about. Onslaught's coming up again, and then OLS Season 5 is starting. That being said, we'll just look at it a little bit here.
Hello tankers, a new year is just about to...
Who's this guy? Where's the other guy? What happened to the other guy? Other guy shows up at the end. Wait. Look, I feel bad. I'm sure he's a fantastic guy. He's not good at this. It's not good. It's not good. It's not. It's worse. It's worse. Semke. Oh, you guys. The script writes itself, guys. I just present, and the script writes itself. If I had some advice for him, the first thing I would do is, how would I put this? Presentation-wise, stop with all the grandiose movements and the over-the-top expressions and pronunciations, I guess. Just dial it back from 11 to 9.5. I realize that when you're presenting, there does have to be a amount of movement and articulation, etc., that goes along with it to make it interesting. People don't want to watch somebody just stand there, and drone on about things that they're talking about, that kind of stuff. But if you're going to be very flamboyant about it, you better be very, very good. And this is very, very forced. So if he would just dial it back, he'd probably be fine. Cliffy, that's what went through my mind exactly right. Somebody's coaching him on how to present and the movements that he's supposed to do and all the things and to talk about it and be very excited about everything. Take the throttle and just pull it back a little bit. Anyway, I thought it was kind of funny. They're trying to find their way here. I get it. I get it. They're working on it. It ain't working. It's not good. Holiday Ops, what else did they talk about? Holiday Havoc. They talked about the calendar and buy boxes. They talked about your rewards, so make sure you're grabbing that stuff. They talked about the new tier 11s that are coming out. They talked about a rebalance. Let's look at that part.
With update 2.1.1, there'll be a rebalance of 6 existing tanks. The names will be on screen.
There will be a rebalance of 6 existing tanks. The names will be on the screen. And lo and behold, they have done a quick turn on rebalancing tier 11s. Meanwhile, dozens, if not, I don't know, hundreds maybe? How many tanks are in the game? 842. So you might even say hundreds of other tanks sit around languishing, not being even looked at. Tisk, Wargaming.
Making them more comfortable, balanced, and effective, emphasizing their true roles on the battlefield.
Comfortable, balanced, effective, and emphasizing their true roles on the battlefield. Their true roles. Does that mean they're not emphasizing their true roles now? What does that even mean? Right, Cliffy? What does that mean? What are you talking about? Beavis, you don't even know what you're talking about. I love that. their true roles on the battle anyway.
Once previously tied to the 2.0 gift, the Outstanding Collector achievement is now a permanent feature. It can be earned by anyone who has...
I thought it was already a permanent feature. Didn't they make... Or is that a different award? There was an engineer award. Did they sideline the engineer where you had everything unlocked and then they did this new one? I'm not really tracking. Because I believe some years ago they did the same thing with the I don't know what it was called, something engineer, where if you had everything unlocked, because I got that, and then it kept going away each time they put a new tech tree tank out, and then I'd get it again, and then somewhere along the way they went ahead and said, all right, if you have it, then we're no longer taking it away. But I think this might be a different award for the same damn thing. Notice it also only goes to 10. So it doesn't do anything for tier 11. Again, for me, I don't care about this. I just find it interesting that it's being mentioned, and I feel like there was already an award out there like that. So it might be a discontinued one. I could dig around, but I'm not going to bore you with that on the any more than I'm already
researchable
boring.
tier 6 to 10 vehicle in their garage. Note that the vehicles added after Update 2.0 and later are not needed to receive the achievement
Okay.
12th. Make sure to spend those
January
festive
12th for the
tokens
tokens.
before
We
January
talked
9th.
about that.
Do
All
your
right,
battle journey. Don't forget
We'll
to
look
check
at that
out
in a
how
minute.
your wagon will start
Onslaught's
in
coming
January.
back. OLS
Tune
is
into the
starting
world
up. Oh,
reporter
here's-
Adam Snell
this is gonna
that
be
you can
interesting.
earn by watching each OLS stream.
Here comes Adam. Adam's back.
Oh, hold up a second. Looks like there is some news just in. Let me pass you over to our reporter Adam Snellgrove in the studio for the breaking news.
Good evening. In response to the recent rise in criminal activity, the Metro Police Department has announced the launch of Operation Peacekeeper, scheduled to begin in the coming weeks. Officials assure citizens that the operation will bring swift and decisive order to the
What was the name of the thing that just went down in Venezuela? Venezuela. Down there. No, Cliffy. That's what I thought. I'm like, that's kind of a weird way to do a black market, but my understanding is it's an auction, not a black market. But it's neither one of those, actually. It's the new collab, which we'll talk about in a minute. So, yeah. That's what I thought. It'll make sense once I talk about the collab, although I'm
Streets.
sure all of you already know what it is.
Stay tuned
I'm trying
for
to
more
create a
updates.
little buzz here, fellas, all right? A little buzz.
Thank you for that, Adam. I'll keep my eyes peeled for more updates.
Social
Our social
media,
media
man,
team
this is all
For
the
news,
social
announcements,
media.
and updates about them. Again, there will be plenty of rewards up for grabs, so don't
That is a significant jacket. I like the holiday shirt. The jacket is
miss
aggressive.
out. January 19th, we will also be supporting creators
host, and you can
Buy some
expect to
merch
see more.
and an
to have
outro.
all the fun.
All right,
If
that's
you have
that.
not
They do, Wayne. They're gamer guys with some money. Who's the acting coach? Spill it, Cliffy. Spill it. We're such a bunch of jerks. What a bunch of jerks we are. You guys are mean. Everyone, we're all mean. I did give some, in my opinion anyway, constructive criticism, which I'm sure is terrible, but there you go. Need to get out of the basement. All right. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we were looking at month January. So that's what's coming up in January. So kind of untold in there is, my understanding, we'll look at where I got that information in a minute. My understanding is there is one of those short battle pass things for January. I think for a tank, probably, like we've had in the past. In the article it said the traditional, so I think in the last 3 years or 4 years we've been doing that. So, and then there's going to probably be the Chinese New Year thing, probably. I don't know if it's tied into that. And then sometime in late February, usually, we get the actual battle pass. It's March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, that's right. So it'll start in early March for the battle passes. So we have January and February to go through a couple little events and things. What Insta has a better clip? Instagram, you mean? Better clip of what? Lord Voldemort is actually... That is kind of how he talked, isn't it? He always had his hands like that, didn't he? Oh, man. Operation Peacekeeper. Oh, okay, so it's more info on it? Instagram? There you go. If you want more info on it, go to Instagram. But I've got the answer here in a minute. Anywho's. All right, Battle Journey. Let's see how I did. You guys ready? Begin the journey. Okay, so I fought 3. Notice, I noted this last time. They don't do a win percentage. That's kind of irritating. I mean, these mean nothing, really. Just show the win percentage. Come on. They don't want to hurt people's feelings, I guess. Feelings. All right, most played researchable vehicles. Manticore, because I just like that tank. The other two are right at 100 battles. I don't really know why I played the Tessac 2 more times than 100. That's kind of interesting. Because usually I've been taking things to 100 and stopping. So I'm not sure what... I don't remember. I don't remember why I played that 2 more. Oh, No, it doesn't unlock the next tank. Maybe I was... Oh, I know why. I figured it out. I figured it out, fellas. I did that to finish up the field mods, I believe. Took me 2 more battles to knock that out, I think. That'd be my guess, anyway. All right, what else? That's researchable. Oh, I had a third... Well, how were your win streaks, fellers? What'd you do? What was your... Who got the best? I have 13. Anybody better than 13? Cliffy got a 10. Jimmy got a 9. I got lucky number 13. Oh, Bytor tied. I'm winning so far. Hustler's got 11. All right, I'm winning so far. You could just make a number up and say, Guido, I got 20. I beat you. All right, what else? Medals earned. Odd Dog got an 8. Zemke got 20. I think he took my advice. Epic Medals 59. What does this mean? I don't know. It would be cool if they listed them, but whatever. That's okay. We got a lot of 9.9 average tier played. That's pretty good, actually. 19? Nice. I'm just joking. Only got 19. Whoa, hold on now. Base XP record in the chopper at 1575. That's pretty good. I remember that game vaguely. Premiums. Premiums also 100 battle challenge tanks. So it's interesting that he picked these, 'cause I'm pretty sure there were more than just these. I don't know if these are the first 3 or just a random, because I played a lot of tanks to 100. It could be actually that the MK and the VCS were both taken from 0 to 100, as opposed to having a few battles. As you can see, the AAT-60 probably had 6 battles at the beginning of the year. So that's probably really what happened. So these were all 100 battle challenge tanks that I did right there. Most I've seen is 22, but he never plays alone and has a 10,000. Wow. 1,605 for Cliffy and the 3045. That's awesome. Anybody got a better base XP than Cliffy? Cliffy's winning right now. So 7,477 damage caused. Best assist over 10,000, and best blocked 6,540 in the Panzer 7. This surprised me, fellas. Is this the sign of the declining Twitch skills right here? Or is it an effect of the Blesk line? 2,500 base XP? That's amazing, Six Pack. Holy cow, man. Please tell me it wasn't in that Churchill thing that gets extra XP, though. What's the Churchill that has the bonus XP that everybody abuses at tier 5 or whatever it is? The Ram 2? Dude. Wish I'd have seen that game. Do you think this is... I think this is the autocannon effect right here. But that's low. Accuracy 61, that's low. And only pen to 68. Man, that has to be the autocannon effect. Is there anyone else that low? That surprised me. So it's either I'm sucking worse, which is very possible as I get older and play less, or the autocannons really have affected all of that. Most played reward vehicles. Oh, wow, okay. So 100 battle challenge with the ER. Vickers 3, I did finish the 100 battle challenge on it, but it did start with, looks like 42 battles, so that's what was going on there. The MBT, I played 7 times. That's on the list for 100 battles. It's probably sitting at 7 battles or so. 62 and 65 for Cliffy. So you're is that, did you play the autocannon things? Or are we just getting old, man? This surprised me a little bit. A little bit. A bunch last year? Alright, that makes sense. I would have said, if you asked me how many times I died by fire, and I wish I'd asked myself this question before I saw that number, but I think I would have said 80 or 80 to 100. And it's not even close to that. It's one of those things that sticks in your mind. 37, that's not even... I mean, if you figure I probably played 200 days last year, maybe even more than that, really. Let's call it 300. I don't think it is, but there may have been days where I had multiple sessions on a weekend. Let's call it, I sat down 300 times. That's barely 1% of the time. A little bit over 1% of the time. That's interesting. Yeah, once every other week. And probably because, you know, I do remember being lit on fire twice a couple times. I don't know if it actually... Oh, destroyed by fire. Never mind. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. See, that's why you've got to read the whole thing and kind of understand the statistic you're talking about. This is destroyed by fire, not lit on fire. I would have much rather seen how many times I was lit on fire. Okay, that's now that's seeming like a lot. You know what I mean? I was destroyed by ramming, though. I should be madder, angrier, madder at people ramming me. Stop ramming damage in this game. It's really annoying. Oh, that's your overall base? I have one that high too, I think. I have one, I think it's the T-34 is my highest. It's somewhere around 2,400, I think. Something like that. Cliffy, that's hilarious because I was just about to say that, actually. Reading my mind. I wonder how many of these were I killed myself by ramming people, because I do that a lot. I'd rather know how many I destroyed. I think we talked about this last year, about how this is kind of interesting, the things they pick. You know, does this just go to the next one? Oh, nice, it does, I don't have to wait. Vehicle spotted. Okay. And there's no context either. They don't go vehicle spotted in X games or whatever. They just throw a random number at you there. Well, not really random, but thanks for the follow, DJ. Destroyed 3,888 in X games. Although I think it said how many I played at the beginning, right? Wait a minute, hold on. Let's go back here. Okay, so 3,308 games. So a little bit over 1 per game. Okay. This cracked me up. How many of you have this where it was too many for it to count? Somebody posted it in the Discord and I saw that and I went, yep, that's what I saw. The error. They just didn't write the code to track it. It only goes to so far. Whatever I'm trying to talk about here. It only goes so high. It only tracks so many trees. After that, you are the god of tree cutting. What is that number exactly? Because I know on the overall stats, it stops at some insanely high number, and I've been there for a long time. But this presumably is for the year. So there must be a year number, or perhaps if you've already knocked over so many trees in your career, it just stops tracking them at all. Cliffy, you only knocked down 3,162. You got to get busier with the tree cutting, man. 1,079 battles after the release. I don't know why that matters. I did 4,300, and this is just tier 11, which is funny because that also happens to be my only tier 11. %. Again, my only tier 11. So they're trying to sell the tier 11, right? They're hyping the tier 11, so they're going to do some stats with tier 11. Sadly, I've only done my Windhund. I'm pretty close to finishing up that. I'm doing the completionist thing. I'm trying to finish all the missions before I move on to the Dravik. So I'm on 14 of 15 for ambush, and I'm on 15 of 15 for assistance. This is maybe one of the biggest signs of my continuing decline in gas. Give a snitch. Still love the game, still play it. Chasing stuff, not so much. Why am I so good on Nordscar? Also, it doesn't tell you how many times you played it. Again, put the numbers in context. 71%, 20 out of 29 or whatever it is times you played it. 71% is an interesting number though. That surprised me. I would actually. Can you see your win rate on all maps? Is that captured on tomato.gg? Anybody know that? I think some of that is behind the paywall, right? If you're a Patreon or something, they'll give you more access to numbers. I wish Wargaming would give you more access to numbers. But is it behind the paywall, Bytor? Or can anybody get it? I wish Wargaming would give these. That would be amazing. It is, okay. And 26 tier 11 nodes, and that is all for the Borkenkoffer. I think that's it, guys. There you go. That's that. All right, what else we got going on? January, we looked at those. Holiday Ops on the 12th. Boosteroid stuff. Oh, here we go. We've been at about 50 minutes before we get into this, but we're going to take a look at the class of 2025 and the insane number of tanks that have showed up. Should have how many times you forgot to claim the clan readers. Cliffy! Good son of a... I did that yesterday again. Or 2 days ago and yesterday. Alright, I just claimed it. Dadgummit. I'm going to have to put a yellow sticky up. 5 minutes, go refresh your coffee. We'll be back, and we will talk about the class of 2025 and the, I know, oh, Brute. I just hate mods, man. I don't know why I hate mods. It's like a grumpy old, it's like, get off my lawn. I don't want to let the bad guys into my computer. Even though I download everything else, for some reason, World of Tank mods are the biggest threat that I deal with on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Freaking humans, man. They're awesome. All right. Hold on. I'll be back. 5 minutes.
Guido is his name, Tankin is his game. came a mysterious chap who spoke in a tongue with strange dialect. He offered his help to the mighty Guido to bring some laughter to his love of speedos. To the coffee talk they both came, to bring the message of winning ways to all and sundry and the masses. Yes, that's right, lads and lasses. The damage counts and flexing back will keep you on the right track. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. So in what, if you want to progress, then seek out Guido nonetheless. With his sidekick Pilgrim, he has a message that to win you must be aggressive. The position and place that you must seek for the winners only, not the weak. The guru speaks, so listen well. His voice rings out like the Liberty Bell to bring you all to Unicom land, or to die hard trying in the sand. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. To the swamplands came the mountain man to teach his wisdom and pay his due. A man with a name only known to a few. To his followers, his words.
All right, fellas, we back. Let's see. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Class of 2025. So, if you felt like or feel like the company is continuing to speed up its release of tanks, I think this little here they are. Whew. Now, to be fair, there was a chunk of tier 11s, 9, right? So that's 9 of these. There was a new line starting with the chopper, so that was a chunk of them. But there were a bunch. Was it 67? 6, 7. Oh, you made me do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 80. There's like 80. Oh, these are doubled up right here. Did it say how many it was? Yeah. There were a lot, fellas. There were a lot. And what's cool is they actually did this. So you can go back to 2024. So let's do that. Go to 2024. That was a lot too, but not as many as this year. Okay, so that's 2024. Then we go to 2023. Not as many as 2024. Then we're going to go to 2022. Fewer. Then we're going to go to 2021. Fewer. And 2020. To be fair, 2020 was the least. You know, 20. Oh, actually, we can go further back. That's even better. 2020. Let's go to 2019. Is that still in there? It is. About the same. 2018. They didn't do it the same way. They changed the way they do it. So definitely more tanks. A new line and Tier 9 11s kind of helped out, but still, that's tanks that are released. The Waffenträger was inflicted on us, taken out of the game because it was problematic. Now it isn't. Okay, I guess it kind of isn't. You barely see them. They're really nerfed. They don't do the same thing they did, but again, it's been brought back. SFAC, White Dragon's a copy pasta. Rambo's a gift. We got the line with the double barrels. I don't even know what a K91 version 1 is. I've seen all these. Some of these are small tier stuff, low tier. Chaffee Camp ST66. I'm not even sure what that is. I think I have one though. Strids. Object 168. What is that? I have zero idea what an Object 168 is. German? What tier is that? Got to be a medium, right? Object 168. I do not have that, unless it's a tier 8. Is it a tier 8? That's not the Emerald Chest Reward Tank. No idea. Anybody have one of these things? Maybe I have it. Object 1, no. KPZ, no. Mutts. No, I did not get that. So that was in Emerald Chests, apparently. Chieftain Mark 6, MBT, Stinger's a copy pasta. I recognize most of this. Griffin, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's a build-a-tank. I guess I probably have that. What else we got going on here? The Brenos, yep. 901, I have that. Working on it right now. Some of the tier 10 stuff, or tier 11 all through here. That's all tier 11 stuff. I guess this is chronological order too, isn't it? It is. Okay, so that's chronological order. That's nice, actually. When they were released. And it's got the month in it. Just notice that. All right, there you go. Hirschkoffer. So those are tier 11 stuff. Contriver. Dravik for the new missions. Sentinel. Some of the lower tier stuff. Some of the Panzer Children stuff. More copy pasta stuff. Black Prince reward, and then Christmas tanks. And there you go. Tons. So yes, we are releasing more and more tanks. I'll give this game one thing. There is no lack of content to play in terms of the number of tanks. You can't complain that there aren't enough tanks in the game. I mean, you can, but you probably shouldn't. Because it's not true. There's tons of tanks to play, for sure. Let's see what else we got going on here. Talked about that. Okay, let's get into some of the news, fellas. This is where I got some of the things I was previewing at the beginning. Bunch of stuff. They're changing. This was interesting to me. I haven't really been tracking the testing. Anybody been tracking the testing on the common test for these new autocannons? Don't have a reload. They only have a cooldown, which is a reload kind of thing. I've long thought I have all the tanks I care to play, and then they give away a new one just when you think you're out. That's right. Yep. Yeah, Wayne, I've kind of lost the plot on that. 3 or 4 years ago, I basically knew every single tank in the game. I'd played a good number of them at least once, if not most of them. You know, because also I was getting stuff given to me by World of Tanks. But this year, even if World of Tanks had given me all those tanks, there's almost no way I'd have been able to play the game enough to keep track or do reviews or anything. Everything would have been just a gloss over review. Remember, it used to be, back in the day, I would do 20 battles in a tank before I did a review. That was kind of my thing. Then I sort of made it 10 on occasion, and now barely do reviews because I just can't keep up with the tanks. Yeah, so the interesting thing here that I was just talking about is they went from full magazine reload from 15 seconds to 7.67. Now, I'm not sure why or what the mechanic situation is with these things. Also, why is there a magazine reload? I thought it was just a heat mechanic. I don't really understand. Ares 75 and Ares 90 can and hit well, but have to manage the cyclic rate to keep from overheating. So how does it work? You get a full clip at 15, now 7 seconds. What happens if you overheat? Does that delay? You just can't fire? So you kind of lock yourself out? I don't know, it's very strange. Oh, really? Okay. So if you clip out, you have a 20-second reload, essentially. They just call it cooldown for purposes of that mechanic. Okay. Copy. So they've been messing with those, and most of them you can see that initial... Okay, so that's what makes more sense to me now then, that they went from full magazine from 15 to 7. I guess they were taking guys out of the game for too long at the very beginning. I don't know. Oh, right, that might be, Cliffy. Good point. Yeah, that might be. So they're still fiddling with those in common. That's a significant change in common test, guys. These things are about to be released. They're coming out in a week. And that's pretty big. And some of the other numbers are actually fairly big. Dispersion from 2.33 to 1.67. Dispersion from 0.7 to 0.5. These have a chance. I'm not going to make the call because I haven't played them. I don't know enough about them. But these really have a chance to be significantly overpowered. The video they showed, I don't know if I can find it again, showed one of these things doing 1,000 damage in, I don't know, in fast. It just went boom, boom, boom. Now, it was pinning every shot, but it was tearing something up. That's the gold sale we talked about. Here it is. This is Operation Peacekeeper. It is a RoboCop tie-in. So presumably the M6Y120 with the new reserve track goes faster kind of situation. So that's Operation Peacekeeper. Now that makes sense. I still think there's an auction sometime in the next month or two as well. That's been advertised, or not advertised, but rumored on this same place. This is just data about the franchise. So M6Y120. Remember we talked about it last week. It had the reserve track thing, but it said because its length is shorter, it's actually faster with the okay. I mean, honestly, the reserve track thing for the Yo tanks, which this is a version of the Yo tanks, turned out to not really be that big of a deal because it was so slow, you still took multiple hits trying to get away. If it was a fact that you're almost as fast backing out with your track hit, that would be a bigger deal if you could get away. Because then you've got a repair kit to get back out of danger, and then you're fast enough to kind of get out of danger if you get tracked again because of your reserve track. So that's basically 2. But because it's so slow right now, it's not as useful as you might think. What else we got? This is Watt RU stuff. A bunch of new tanks in Watt RU. Which is, no, it is NA to us. In-game discounts. Oh, this is the sale I missed. Dadgummit. Battle Journey we looked at. I think that's all the news, fellas. There's not a whole lot going on. There's some new two 2D styles here. Don't Stand Up, Reign of the Fiery Horse, Incomparable. Quick plug on the calendar, if somehow you missed a day, now that it's over, you can use resources to unlock that day. So don't give up on it. If you want the stuff on the calendar, you can still get it. And this is from last week. Yep. That's it for the quick news troll, guys. Not much there. You can't shoot CC. What about former CCs? Slash, I don't actually know since I got boxes this time, CCs. Can't believe I missed the discount. That bums me out. Although there'll probably be another. Remember last year there were 2 discount sales? There were several early in the year and then it kind of dried up for a long time. Common test stuff. So yeah, we're going to have the new patch will be next week. Yeah, Hans. Yeah, that'll be next, Chinese New Year, and probably some kind of boxes, which they've done. I mean, I'm assuming once this is done, then we're going to roll into the Chinese New Year event pretty quickly. When is it, guys? Do you know? I'm not sure how they do their New Year. Looking for something I cannot find. There we go. When is Chinese New Year? January 21st and February 20th. Changes. It is February. All right, so it'll actually be in February. It's February 17th this year in 26. So we're going to probably have that January mini Battle Pass situation with RoboCop going on. And then in mid-Feb, we'll have the Chinese New Year event, which usually has some boxes or something going on with it. And then we're going to get into March, and March will be the standard Battle Pass start in March. So that's probably the 3 big events we have. Somewhere in there is going to be an auction, was my understanding. Whether or not there's a black market, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. So that's where we are with all that stuff. So, that being said, because it is the end of Christmas, let's go ahead and give away some boxes. The last few boxes on Coffee Talk Stream. Got to go to CloudBot here. Let me get this set up for you guys. Complete. Boom. All right, good luck. 3 boxes. And we might as well. I just bought myself, at least I think I did. There we go. Just bought myself 28 boxes, fellas. Why not? Let's get the, whatever it is, Pity Mechanic going. So here we go. Let's check it out. We're going to open one at a time just to draw it out. Okay, I'm going to draw it out. Boom. Okay, credits and gold. It's going to be pure luck to get both tanks in 28 boxes. I will get one of them. We got extra gold in that one. Min Run. Oof. So far. Ooh. Oh, but I got this. Mesozoic. What is it? Is that a 3D thing or is that just a... Oh, it's a decoration. Never mind. Oh, I got some compensation of $9.50. All right, a little extra gold. That's nice. Kind of a min run. All right. On to the whatever these are, Christmas boxes. Min run. Got a lot of min runs here, guys. This is feeding into the... Got a 3D settle bag. Feeding into the idea that you have to buy boxes early to get good boxes. Now they're just milking us. I don't actually believe that, but that's all right. This is coming up on... Oh, she's just... Okay, all right. Come on, baby. Oh. Four boxes. I got another compensation. That's all right. 500 extra that time. Okay. 3 boxes to the free tank. It's not free. I just paid for it. Okay. No. This is it. All right, what do you guys think? What is it going to be? Which one? Which ones do I not have? I don't have the Cocodrillo, and let's go look at what tanks are. I've already forgotten what they are. Holiday Ops. You think it's the Coco? I hope it's the Coco. That's the one I actually want. But there's one other I don't have. The other one I don't have is... One I don't have is the TBT. So it'll either be the TBT or the Coco. Here we go. It's TBT or Coco. It's blue. Here comes the train. Hopefully it's the Coco train. It could be the TBT train. Can't see. Oh, the snow stopped me from seeing. Stopped me from seeing. Is that the Coco? No, it's the TBT, isn't it? Yeah, I got the TBT. Well, there you go. No Coco for me. I am Coco-less. Got the TBT. So what happens when you mess with the bull. Sometimes you get something you don't want in the box. It was a 50-50 chance, Doc. Maybe I'll luck out. This is blue. Oh! Dang it. You got me, Wargaming. You got me with that one. I was pretty excited. What does that go on? The RHM? Yeah. It's too bad I'm done playing it. That's actually a pretty good 3D style, honestly. You got me, Wargaming. That hurt my feelings. Oh, it's not a blue background, so that's not it. Oh, it's bluish, isn't it? It's just darker, isn't it? Okay, this is it. It's got to happen here. Are the magic boxes magic? It is not this, because it is not blue. It's not this one. I already know. Blue background. Oh. Come on, blue background. Blue background. Oh. Got 3 more. That's not it either. 2 boxes. Come on. Yuri, thank you. Rigged. Absolutely rigged. Was that the last one? Or second to last? Oh, I still have a chance to get another one. I deserve another one. I deserve. Don't you love that? I deserve it. I deserve. Let's do it. Let's get 22,000 gold. Now I'm scared. You think Yuri is going to be amenable? Is he amenable? I already have the Strid. I now have all of them. I got 2 tier 10s. The Cocodrio. Someone was listening. Stop listening to me. Ooh, the Strid is a good tank, actually. Yeah, it's great. All right, one last shot. Nope, not blue. Now I'm disappointed again. All right, now it's just... Now I'm mad. Now it's gambling. All of a sudden, now it's gambling again. Right? I didn't get what I wanted, so now I'm mad. That was ridiculous. Also fantastic. There you go. Now I have all of the gift tanks for 2025. Or 6, however Wargaming says it. Are we ready to find out who gets 3 boxes? No, we are not, because it's not quite done. About a minute and a half, fellas. Minute and a half. 3 boxes. You know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? We're going to make this more boxes. Because this is going to be the last giveaway of the year. So this is going to be 28 boxes. This is a 28 box giveaway. Cliffy's in now that it's a 28 box giveaway. 28 box giveaway, the one that has the 4 different boxes. Get in there. There you go. Ruse Johanna. 28 boxes. We're pretty close to finding out who's going to win. We got 42 seconds. Wayne, you're already in, buddy. I see you in there. I see you in there. Who's won one? And that's fine if you've already won a 3 box. I don't care. All right. Friginame is in. It's probably Friggy name. I say Friginame. Pretty sure my pity is less than 28. Ooh, very nice. Perhaps you will get 2. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, a 1, a 0. Okay. Hopefully we're giving it away to somebody who has their client nearby, because it would be fun to find out what they get out of 28. All right, you guys ready? And the winner is... Probably should have said this before, but it has to be NA, so I apologize if you're not NA. Winner is... Eighth Hussars, and you won 28, not 3 boxes. We changed that. But you won 20. Eighth Hussars has won 28 boxes. And as always, I need your in-game name. Are you Eighth Hussars in game as well? I don't think so, right? I apologize. I always forget. Keeping track of everyone is not easy. I'm not sure if you're NA same as Twitch. Okay, cool. Are we not friends? Are we not friends, man? Why are we not friends? Huh. Okay. So 8_Hussars, right? Let's do this thing. Let's figure out. Are you near your client? It's no big deal if you're not. Don't change your world just because I'm asking that. But if you are, you're friendless. Good. Good. You're a Ronin. You're friendless. We're sending. I'm glad I could lift up your friendless existence, 8th Hussars. Oops. Must be an 8 there. All right, 8th Hussars. Cool, cool. All right. Boom. All right, I'm going to go back and make sure I did this right. Okay. Yes, I did it right. Okay, good. There it is. 8th Hussars. All right. Boom. Boom. Sent. He's a friend of the common man. That's right. The mods do make your friends list bigger. That would be nice. It also makes your blacklist and just your list better, right? Your list. And I didn't notice. Are you near your client? Are you able to open the boxes? If not, just send me a note what you got. Let me know if you're near it. If not, no big deal. And when you do open it, send me a note. Nice. Let's go take a look at the shiny new tanks I got. What do you say? They're both tier 10s, right? Got a tier 10. Do this. Tier 10. One is Italian, medium. And one was, what's the TBT? Tier 9. Oh. What is it? Is it American? It's not American. What is it? TB. Oh, is I don't, British? I have no idea what that thing is. China. Really? I don't see it in China. Let's see here. It is a Czech. Thanks, Mandrake. Check. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, 8, 2. Is it a 9? Did I not get it? What is happening here? I don't see it. Heavy, thank you. Jeez. You know, life's tough. It's tougher when you're stupid. There it is. TBT. What does this do? Is it an autoloader, loader, reloader, loader? Let's add this to comparison. And we will add this to comparison. TBT 490. Cyclical looks like. Is that true? No, it is an autoloader. So it's got 32-second reload for 3 shells. Magazine shell or container quantity. So 2 auto loaders. So this is an auto loader. This one's an auto reloader. All right, and it's got the same reload across the board. I see. 5-second intra clip. So actually the Cocodrillo, no wonder. So I've fought one of those things in my Progetto, like in the last 3 battles. And I did notice that he was not able to stand in and shoot as fast as the Progetto did. He kind of had to shoot and then move back and then get ready to shoot again. So he's got a long wait, 5-second wait to shoot again. The TBT has a 3-second wait, which is more appropriate for a heavy, I would say. -7, -8. Accuracy is not great on the TBT. It's pretty decent on the Coco. Coco's got pretty good DPM, though. And the TBT has atrocious DPM. That is horrible. What's its alpha? Only 490. That's not a very good tank, is it, guys? Anybody like that thing? It doesn't look very good, to be honest. Inaccurate. Pretty long intra clip. Only 2 shells. Huh. Yeah, because that's unbelievably low for an autoloader. Especially a tier 9. That's... Yeah, this thing has really good angled armor, doesn't it? Okay. But 240 turret's not great either, is it? That's not really great arm. What has this thing got going on for it? This is pretty bad. Although I keep forgetting this is actually a tier 9, so that's... I may have said for a tier 10 that was low. Well, it's low for a 9 as well. Yeah, I think people like the Coco much better, don't they? What's the speed on these bad boys? 36 for the heavy, 50 for the Coco is decent, I would say. Concealment, 380, 400 spotting for the Cocodrillo. It's actually got decent camo, actually. It's okay. Yeah, this feels like kind of a throwaway. TBT doesn't have a whole lot going for it, does it? I mean, 2 490s in 5 seconds, that's a decent amount of punch at tier 9. But being out of it for 32 seconds for 2 shots? Yikes. And remember, with this thing, you shoot one, you either wait around and shoot the other, or force the reload and wait 32 seconds. That's a tough decision for something with that little offensive potential. I feel like you're going to be reloading a lot with this thing just to keep the ability to have 2 490s. What role? Let's see. Support medium tank. It's a support medium tank. I need to add that to my tier 10 list. So, tier 10, oops. These are tanks, tier 10s without 100 battles in them. Then I've got to add the TBT. I keep thinking MBT. I got to add the TBT to my tier 9 list. That's a heavy. Oops, hold on. Gotta do it right. Check tier 9. There it is. Alright, got a lot of 9s that don't have 100 battles. Got a lot of work. I had even more 8s. It kind of has an arse cannon. It's just not good. It looks like a little Ferrari though, doesn't it? A little speedster thing. Cool. Did 8th Hussars ever come back with whether he was close to his... He's friendless, correct, in client, just finished battle pass. So he may be opening. Let's give him a few moments. Maybe he can come in and let us know what he got. Just for giggles, let's go see what my total haul was. Here's the stats over here. So after the entire holiday, we got 19 tanks. I did not get compensated for one of the new big tanks because as you can see, I just finished getting all 5 of them, or six of them. Did get compensated quite a bit, so it looks like 8 times for the other tanks. So 8 compensations for smaller tanks. Opened 141 battles. Opened 141 boxes. Got 12 3D attachments, 53,000 gold, 52 decorations, a bunch of this stuff, 85 days of premium, almost 10 million credits, 9.3 million, and then the rest of the credits and whatnot. Pretty good haul overall. I did not buy them in the most efficient way, but there you go. Ended the year with 168,000 because I had other gold going into this thing. 129 million credits, so we're ready. 601,000 experience. Was there an experience conversion during that sale? That'll really bum me out if I missed that, because I wanted to make sure I had 1 million free experience, just in case there was a Build-A-Bear event. All right, set the stage. I bought 8 boxes and got T-15 tank, got filler tanks, and the BZT-70 on the pity mechanic. You did that before, or you just did that right after? There was no XP conversion? Are you saying you bought that in the past, or you added that on top of the 28 just to get the pity mechanic? Which sounds like you didn't get a tank, if that's what happened. There was a discount in XP for training crew. Okay. We're waiting for 8th Hussars. He must be typing it all in. That being said, I appreciate everybody coming by. Thanks for the follows and subs, all that good stuff. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. Willzoka 11, thank you. Appreciate the follow. There will be no coffee talk next week, guys. I'll look for an opportunity to stream, maybe just play some tanks. I was actually having some good luck with that, but just so busy over the holidays, which has been a good busy. Absolutely. Merry New Year. Indeed, oh Brute, where are you? You somewhere fun? If there's sun, it must be somewhere fun. Where are you? Where in the world is oh Brute? Or is it actually sunny at home? It was a decent day yesterday here in old Florida. Temperature-wise, it rained like crazy all day. At home, okay, good. Might get some more shutdown time in Feb. Oh, are we playing stupid games again? Oh, man. Is that when they kicked the can down? Yep, possibly. Mile 16 of my 182-mile drive, I smacked a pothole and busted my... Oh, my goodness. Oh, motorcycle? Or you broke a rim on a car. Sheesh. Oh, yeah. The slow tire. That's what we always called it. Do not drive faster than 45 or whatever it is. You had to put the slow tire on it. That's funny. Yep, there you go. 50 miles an hour. So not a motorcycle, clearly, since you had a spare. It was in your car. Boy, that's bad. You hit it hard enough to break your rim. You probably have one of those, some high-speed, expensive car then. What was it, your Beamer with the super thin profile wheels on it or something? Yeah, that would be a pretty good pothole if you break a rim. That's impressive in a bad way. All right, Eighth Hussars and I are now friends. It appears in the premium store. When? Very welcome, man. How'd you do? We're all waiting with bated breath. Whatever the hell that means. What does that mean? Great anticipation, which I understood, but where's it come from? Oh, hold on. Oh, I was using the wrong word. It's baited as in B-A-T-E-D, not B-A-I-T-E-D. Wills. That's pretty funny. I guess you weren't here when that just happened, or maybe you didn't see the boxes. Again, I'm not harassing you on that. It's just, it was kind of a funny thing. It would have been 140 boxes. So at the 140th box, I had all 6. Math is hard. All 6 of the new tier 8 and 9 and 10 tanks. You got all of them in 65. That may be a record, Kefik. That's crazy. That's some crazy work right there, actually. Abated, yeah. See, I always sort of assumed it was talking about baited as in B-A-I-T-E-D, and I didn't really understand the connection. I understood the term and what it meant, as in you were anticipating something, but I didn't understand how it was tied to that. But it's actually B-A-T-E-D, bated breath, a shortened form of abated. Very interesting. See, you learned something. You learned something. You got a duplicate BZT, so 22,000 or so. Nice. Oh, that's right, Lee Fan. I remember that. That was a 3-box pull. Sorry, I thought you were 8 Hussars when I read initially. Yeah, I remember that a couple weeks ago, last week or the week before. I got vidges to make today. Been getting them out late last week. Been so busy. Family's starting to move around. But we'll have to wait for 8th Hussars. Hopefully he does well with that. I got to get going. I appreciate everybody coming by. Let's go ahead and find someone to raid, and we shall all get on with our weekend. Or finish, I suppose, our weekend. Six Pack Daddy, we'll see you later, man. Thanks for coming. Ciao, Leaf Fan. Let's see. I will, Bytor. I'm planning on it. Get some videos, get some gaming, do some work. Ooh, man. I just reminded myself I have to fix a faucet in the spare bathroom. Son of a gun. Dang it. That just ruined my day. Thought I was gonna have a day to just do whatever. Dang it. I have Bytor. I don't do it in any kind of frequency. I am mediocre at best, but I do enjoy it. There used to be on the base at Tyndall a clay situation. They had the clays and they had the, what's the other one? I can't see. That's how much I know about it. I know there's 2 main types. I don't remember what they're called. But we'd go out there and play it. Oh, nice. Right on. Where is it? It was nice because it was on the base and you could just pop over there for like a lunch and just shoot around. I did that quite a bit back in the day. I wouldn't say I ever got very serious about it. I'd use their shotguns and we'd go out and mess around. Always good, though. Trying to find somebody to raid here. Garland. His heading says, "Watch me die," so that sounds good. He needs viewers. He's only got 2, so we'll go see how Garland's doing. All right, fellas, we're going to start the raid here. Appreciate everybody coming by. Thanks, Falls. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the views on YouTube. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. No coffee talk next weekend, but the weekend after. We'll be back, hopefully with Pilgrim, and see ya.